Fela, my name is Maidi and welcome to my channel. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe. Guys, I'm gonna talk to you about things that makes our ancestors upset. Okay? But then I'm not gonna talk about other people. I'm gonna talk about what makes mine really upset. Number one, what used to upset my people when they were training me was I used to go checking on other people's videos, right, during the training, and they'll give me information. I'll go trying to validate it with other people, and I see some things are different, and I get really confused and stuff like that. I worry too much. I get stressed, and then it start affecting my dreams. Okay, so it used to make them upset. So they will tell me off like, look, we are training you. You need to stop overfeeding yourself with too much information. Okay, so that's why I keep on saying, guys, you need to relax a little bit. You know, too much information can be harmful for us. Okay, especially when we are training, because sometimes you can hear something and it just stresses you because you're thinking why your journey is like this. Okay, so we need to be careful about that, especially if you're training, you're on the training. Number two, for me, oversharing of information when I was at the early stages. Okay, that got my ancestors upset, and I've talked about it on one of the videos about the code of conduct of a healer, right? If you watch my video, you'll see that. Watch that video. It's about that, when my ancestors were upset. Number three, I cannot tell you about this one because it's too personal. Number four, maybe at some stage when I'm comfortable, I'll talk to you about it. Number four, this one is a biggie. This one is a biggie. I've never seen my ancestors being that kind of upset, like really, all of them. I mean, like really upset. So, you see, guys, when we are training, actually, when we're still training, your ancestors, if you're lucky enough, they can show you your friends, right? Mine, they did that. Showed me my friends and things that can go wrong with those friendships. So I lost a lot of friends, good friends. Okay, good friends. It is a lonely road out there. So things that they're seeing ahead that are not going to be good for me. Do you understand? They'll show you through dreams. You have no choice but to cut. The friendships have to end. Okay, somehow they have to. So those things, right? So the reason why they're doing this now, this is what I want to talk to you, because now I want to talk to you about what caused my ancestors to be upset. Now for me to understand why. Okay? When we are healers, right? Like now that there's this, it's easy to meet other healers like you. Communication flows easily. You're talking about the same things, you understand. We need each other. We didn't need each other. We cannot be in isolation, right? But we need to remember boundaries. Boundaries means that you are a healer, your friend is a healer. You need to remember that you cannot, there are some lines, invisible lines that are there drawn that you're not supposed to cross. By that I mean that sometimes you being a healer, because you can't help yourself from being a healer, you need to always remind yourself to, especially when you think you're getting the messages or anything or whatever you dreamt about your friend. Shh. Before you open your mouth, ask for permission first, because you're not just talking to your friend, guys. You're not just talking to your healer friend. Now you're talking to your healer friend and her ancestors are there listening to you. So when you're giving that person information that she didn't allow you permission to give to her. Therefore, that means you are overstepping the mark. That means you are crossing the line. That means you are entering into someone's sacred space. And that ancestors, especially mine, they hate it. Even me, when I'm talking to another healer, mine, they'll give me a headache. I can't. The moment I start trying, because sometimes you can forget yourself. Oh, hey, you need to do this. I'll get a big headache. Then I know, oh, I need to shush. Because I'm about to cross the boundaries. I'm not supposed to. So guys, you need to remember that as healers, and when you have healer friends, you need, if you dream about them, if you're talking to them and you can feel that you're channeling, you need to ask permission first, because ancestors, they do not like their space to be invaded. So that is what my ancestors hate. They hate that. They hate that. They hate that. Okay? Another thing, guys. Now this one is I'm telling you this based on the ancestors I work with. What makes them? I'm not talking about my ancestors here. I'm talking about when ancestors are coming to me, right? For me to go to their people because they're upset. All right? And I hope I'm not doing something I'm not supposed to be doing here, but I ask for permission first. Ancestors, what ancestors hate is when you go to a healer to consult without talking to them first. Okay? When they're still trying to adjust with the biggest mistake you've done, you've already taken them to that person, someone has splashed them with water they didn't understand, they were just doing that. Do you understand? Now, you taking them again, you're going somewhere, someone is blowing the candle, and they're still trying to see, was that candle lighting? Someone just blown the light off? Already you're taking them, someone is burning the incenses. They're still trying to hey, then you're taking them to Ngakatlohulu. Ancestors, they can't even. Guys, you need to talk to your ancestors first. The reason why they want you to talk to them first, right, is that they want to look into that person that you're going to first. Because sometimes you might like that person, you might not see things that your ancestors will be able to see. You might overlook stuff, right? Some things, sometimes ancestors, they might just not like Ngakatlohulu because Ngakatlohulu is using chicken feathers on her head. Okay? Sometimes there are reasons that you don't know. You probably will know after a year or 2 years that Ngakatlohulu was using feathers, and your people, they do not like anything to do with killings. So for the fact that Ngakatlohulu killed a chicken and put the feathers on the head, they will hate it. Do you understand? So you're putting them in spaces that they do not want to be in. That is why it's always good before you go to consult. Even after consulting with that person, you go back to the main people, your ancestors, to ask them if that information you got from that person is valid. You need to ask them to validate it as well. Again. All right? Again. Guys. We need to, guys, this journey, right? There are some situations that we might not be able to see ourselves with our eyes, right? Physical eyes. That our ancestors can see. And sometimes, okay, you might be asking me, oh, but what if I'm asking them and they're not showing me in dreams whether this is the person I want to go to is good or not, and stuff like that. If you ask them, guys, give them time to let you know if they're okay with it or not. Sometimes they might not even give it to you through dreams, because sometimes you forget your dreams. Sometimes you will feel it as well. You feel it that this person is not right, but because we sometimes don't listen to our intuition because of the self-doubt, we don't listen to our bodies, okay? But you need to get the go-ahead from your ancestors first, because these guys, people, look, we are here, right? We are here on this earthly realm. We've got so many reasons why we are here, right? We are here because we are here to continue on this path that we started before. There are things we need to fix from our bloodline. There are things we need to fix for the future generations in our bloodline. Forget about the helping the communities, the helping healing people and stuff like that. The bloodline, guys. The bloodline. So we don't need to taint our bloodline with things that are not necessary. Do you understand what I mean? So guys, I'll talk about that another day. But guys, we need to remember to go back to our ancestors, to let them know everything that we're doing. When we're consulting, they need to know. Even when you just when you are on the journey, guys, you're just talking to someone, a healer, you need to let them know. You need to let them, guys, just talk to them. Talk to them. So that, guys, this journey is a journey of self. This journey, they are just here to help us correct things that they were unable to correct themselves. So they've seen things. Now they're going to be helping you. Don't forget, they're redirecting you. They can see that you're going somewhere and this is not right. They'll redirect you. They'll show you, no, do it this way. Do it this way because we've done it this way. It was not right for us. So don't go there and make the same mistakes we made. So now we want to help you just go straight on the straight line. You see, if you go on the straight line, the path, there are not too many dangers. You know, this road is right for you. So when you're introducing healers, any person who is a healer, if you're going to be in communication with them, consulting or not, you need to let your people know so that they can look into that person. So that when you're talking to them, just, hi, Ngaka, how are you? You can feel it in your body that Ngaka is right on videos, on YouTube, but talking to her is not good for my ancestors. Do you understand what I mean? So this is what it is all about. This guidance will help us go further. So if we ignore this kind of things, guys, this journey will be difficult for us. But anyway, it's a new year. We don't want this journey to be like that. But anyway, let's talk about another thing. That one, let me leave that one alone. I was going to talk about if you're still dating and stuff like that, but let's leave that. But just introduce, when you're meeting people and you're going to be cuddling, just make sure that your people check on those people, okay? That one, we'll talk about it another day. That one needs live video because I need to talk to real people for this one. So I know that you're real. I'm saying I need to be like, I'm communicating. There's a feedback. Okay? So anyway, so that is just that. Guys, we need to be very careful. We need to be very careful when we're talking with ancestors. Remember, this journey, these roads are not as clear as they might look. You know, there's some bumps on the roads. There, you know, it can be hard if we're making it hard, if we don't include our ancestors for all this. And sometimes they don't. This one's as a matter of principle, guys. When you're moving home for good from one place to another, moving to another place, you need to let your people know. Okay? You need to let them know that you're moving. As a matter of principle, guys. Let them know you're moving and you're going to this place. You would like them to come with you and be settled and be comfortable there at the new place. Okay? So that when you're at the place, they know you're there and they can help you while you're there. We need to do that. We need to do that. So anyway, that was just that. And anyway, I just wanted you to see that I'm still alive, kicking. It's a new year, 2022. We're getting it better, guys. We're getting it better. And anyway, what did I want to talk to you about again? All right, that is just that. And sometimes when ancestors, okay, things that you can tell when my ancestors are upset, things that I can tell is that I will dream and I won't remember the dreams. That's when my ancestors are upset. I'll know that. I know it's obvious. If I don't, look, I know, because obviously I know that. I'll feel it in my body as well anyway. That, ooh, something happened that was not right. This was not right. So I wouldn't be dreaming. You know, a couple of days. Obviously I'll dream. But I won't remember anything. They'll just take it off, erase it. So that, because guys, if I don't dream, I really worry. I wouldn't like it. I don't like not dreaming anyway. So they know it's something that I wouldn't like. So that's punishment for me. So remember those things. Just be careful while you're out there. Okay? And let's not make our ancestors upset. Because these people, they are there for us. We are there to help them help us. So that we can get back to who we are and be the best of what we are here to do and the best of what we can be as people living on this earthly realm. Because remember, guys, our ancestors are here to help us find ourselves, and they're here to help us help other people, and they're here to help us help our future generation. Remember, guys, because we need to think about the past, the present, and the future. We are in the present, but we need to think about the future generation that we're going to be. We don't want them to come back and the things that they have to deal with, our mistakes. No. Okay? Anyway, that was just that. So, I would say